Well, hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to this pre-match show. Rangers versus Kilmarnock. Joining myself, Fox, here on the panel this evening. It's a one and only Bridgeman and my close personal friend, Fox. Evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Ox. Good evening, Bridge.
Bridge, you've got the team for us, I believe.
I'll give you the team.
All right, he's on mute.
The team is as follows. McGregor in goal. A back four of Taverner, Worrell, Macaulay and Andy Halliday. A middle three of Jack, Davis and Arfield. And up front, Kent, Defoe and Morelos. Substitutes will come from Fotheringham, the reserve goalkeeper, Katic, Flanagan, McCrory, Koulibaly, Candias and Lafferty are the substitutes.
We'll be joined by a caller on the phone coming in quickly, who phoned in before the show started. I think. Evening, caller.
How you doing, boys? Paul Ranger here.
How we doing, mate? Have you heard the team?
Aye, I've just seen it there. No bad, Ox, eh?
Well, obviously, Golston injured. Macaulay came in for him. And then we're playing a diamond in the middle with Kent having a free roll and two up top. You happy with that, mate?
Aye, but who's going to get the free roll, Ox, do you think? Because I watched it the other day and I wasn't too sure if Kent had the free roll or Morelos had the free roll.
It was Kent for me, mate, and Morelos. You know, Kent was playing towards the midfield and Morelos plays the free roll running about the four.
He's definitely made his mind up that it's definitely going to be Defoe and Morelos anyway, isn't it?
Aye, it looks that way, mate. It looks that way. You happy with the team?
Aye, it's got to be, Ox, and I hope we just go for it. We need to put a cement on this. We need to start going for teams now.
Here. Do you want to hear what the Bridgeman's got to say?
Aye, go.
If anybody's in the West End, of Glasgow, he's still looking for free water. How we doing, Bridge?
Can I say a big good evening to you guys in the panel here? Huge good evening to the boys in the lobby and a massive good evening to all the Rangers fans all over the world listening in here to Rangers Radio. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Oh, well said, moment.
What can I say? What a fantastic evening ahead of us. We're here to play. Now, it looks like we were talking last night, based on what I picked up from the manager, he thought that Barisic wasn't that bad, but now we find that Barisic isn't even in the squad. So, well done, Andy Halliday. Got a position in there. Well done, pal.
I've got to be honest with you. If you're basing it on performances, Andy Halliday's entitled to be in the team.
That's exactly what we said last night. Exactly. There's no way you can take that in away from him. I think we said last night, Barisic has got a lot to prove. He's got a bit to prove. Even his performance in the friendly we had there, you could see he's got quality, but it's continuity, isn't it? And it's a substance. It's all there. He's got to do it and he's got to show it. Rangers fans are quite happy to a certain extent with Halliday as a backup. Absolutely. And if Halliday keeps his position, cheerio Barisic. Simple as that.
Really Fox, and then we'll go back to Bill Ranger. Fox?
Sorry, I was just getting the Kilmarnock team there, mate.
Right,
I don't think you'll be interested in that.
Is Jordan Jones starting, Fox?
Yes, indeed. The Kilmarnock team is Bachman in goal, a back four of O'Donnell, Boyd, Finlay and Taylor, a middle three of Shabola, Dicker and Power, and up front, Chrissy Buck returns to the Kilmarnock side. Brophy's up front himself and Jordan Jones on the left.
The guy that it's played well against us and caused us problems, Big Broadfoot, and he's not playing tonight. He's been their best player against us, in my opinion, in the games we've played. Bill, are you happy with your team? Are you, Andy Halliday, what you're thinking there?
Ox, Andy Halliday's not done anything wrong at all.
Can you argue with that, mate? I didn't think he'd get a jersey again, but he's proved his alright.
I think Barisic has got a wee bit of problem with Gerard. I don't know what it is, but there just seems to be something niggling at him. I don't know if he doesn't think he's hard enough or he can't handle Scottish football. But there's something no right there.
I think he's got wee question marks over Barisic's dedication to the game, mate. I think he thinks he gets doing too easy and he's always injured. I think there is a wee problem with Barisic myself, Pool Ranger.
At the end of the day, you think Barisic would gone for a 50-50 tackle and a cold winter's night like this, the way he's been compared to Andy Halliday? You've got Andy Halliday 100% all the time. He's no let us down. Every time he's been called into action, he doesn't let us down, guys.
Oh, I'd agree with that. I think Andy Halliday surprised a lot of people this season.
Listen, I'm Fox. Hats off to the guy. Come on, he'd be up there for you would have Morelos and McGregor, and Halliday would be maybe in the three if you were picking the player of the season at the moment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy Halliday might be the kind of player that Bridgman, he might be the players' player of the year, you know. That makes sense.
You can't fault the guy's effort.
Mate, he's
shipped it away to Afghan or whatever, Kazakhstan and all that carry on. And the boys can or carry on at Hampden with Murray and the Celtic fans chanting his name. The boys come back and the boys just put his hood down and he says that might be up to Gerrard with man management, whatever it is, but you can't fault Andy Halliday's effort. He's come back and he's been absolutely outstanding.
And it looks to me as if he's got half a yard, Bridge.
Yeah, he seems to have picked the game up very well. Look, everybody said so. You know, he's played really, really well, and then he's obviously his game of probably his whole career. I don't know if he'll ever play any better than that when he did against them across the city. But marvellous, absolutely outstanding. I reckon there was about 4 of them in there could have got man of the match, and Andy Halliday was one of them. And yes, what you said a wee bit earlier there, it's a typical player of the year in that sense. He's all about combat, all about in there, and all about doing the good things. And he's taking free kicks, and he's not too bad at them either.
I think the most important thing tonight is, guys, we don't ruin what happened on the 29th. We can't get a great result and a great performance like that and then ruin it tonight. We need to continue it.
Good shout, Bill Ranger.
Bill Ranger, you been reading my script?
Nah, there's no point in undoing all the work in it. We go out and get 100% or a week and do all that, and then we don't.
You're spot on, mate. This is, and as Bridge is rightly going to point out, 29th was our biggest game of the season. This one's even bigger.
Even bigger, and then if we win the night Sunday at Livingston's even bigger than that. We've got to keep building momentum, confidence, and get this team gelling together for the second half of the season. If we want 55, we need to gel together, and we need to keep going week by week.
By the way, can't argue with the boy, can we? He's spot on. Spot on, Bridge.
Absolutely, yeah. No doubt.
Just going to cut across you, Bridge, just to answer a question in lobby. Skipper, CB and Tracy. It depends if Cumbrian Bears get his teeth in. That's all I'm saying. Carry on, Bridge.
That's a cracker, that one. Well said. No, I'd just like to say that, the 29th of December was the biggest game we had in this, and now we're coming into an even bigger one. As Bill Bear says, one of the things that we've got to realise is we can't stop. We can't fall back. If we do, we're only going to, shall we say, let ourselves down badly if we do that. I'm under no illusions. This is going to be a tough game tonight, and every game we move forward on for the rest of this season is going to be a really tough game, possibly getting tougher every week, both on the pressure on ourselves and the actual game itself. So our Rangers players need to be up for it, the manager needs to be up for it, and everybody at Rangers needs to be up for it, including the fans. We've all got to be there, and let's go and follow them and do the business.
This could be quite a defining bit of the season, by the way, guys, with all these away games. After beating them at Ibrox for a week now, we'll get these 4 away games. See if we can pick up maximum points for these away games. This will put major pressure on the scumbags across the road.
I'm just hoping they don't catch any diseases playing at that home game or for that grass, you know.
It's sweeping on that under the carpet, that's what that is.
There's loads under that carpet, boy, loads. Bridgeman, do you want to give the team for people that's just joined us, mate? Well, that'll be Fox then.
No, all right, I've got it here. Right. McGregor, Tavernier, Worrell, Macaulay and Halliday. Jack, Davis and Arfield. Kent, Morelos and Defoe.
Is it a 4-4-2 with a diamond for you, Fox?
No, it's a 4-3-3 for me.
Right, okay then. All right, okay.
I would go the other way. I would say it's 4-3-1-2. That's what I would say.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting a bit confused. It's 4-3-1-2. I get that.
Kent's going to be given that mobile role, can do what he wants and go for it. And Morelos and Defoe right up front. That's what I think he's going to do. And you might find Arfield and Kent play very well together in that sense.
When we used to put Fox up front, we called it the Christmas tree formation because we put the Ferry right up top.
Oh.
Wow. Foxy boy, you're getting it tonight.
Oh, he started at Bridge, as you well know.
I know, it's shocking.
How are we lining up for you? Bill?
The only thing I kind of worry about now is we had the two wingers, didn't we? And we've not really got two wingers now, because if you take Candice out of the team with Defoe coming in with Morelos, you've not really got two wingers now. So it's, you know what I mean?
Do you know that Candice, great attitude, works so hard,
it's his final box. It's his
consistently, not consistent enough, and I think Gerrard's had a problem with him. He's a great player to have run about. For me,
Candice seems to play all right. See, in the big games, Candice for me seems to come in, and his work rate's brilliant in the big games, and he works his socks off. He does. But as you say, consistency against maybe the weaker teams when we're at Ibrox, he's no week in, week out. He's no a 7 or 8 out of 10 every week, and that's maybe why Gerrard can see that he's dropping out.
Do you think, Bill, and I'll take this after you go to Fox, that Gerrard's looking to change the formation because he thinks these teams that we should be beating, we should just go and beat them rather than, and that we've got to be more positive rather than the other system, which sometimes can become a 4-5-1.
Aye, I think so, because especially games like tonight, where we maybe go the night, like you say, the 4-5-1 with Candice on one side, Kent maybe another, and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing. But see if you go with the two up front like he's done tonight and just maybe go, you might go in at half time 1 or 2-0 up and you're playing really well. Whereas you go with the two wingers and we're pushing, sometimes we struggle at times. We struggle to break teams down. But if you've got the two up there and you've got Arfield, Kent and that following through and the forwards, you're putting these teams under pressure for 90 minutes.
Yeah. Fox, but people want to join us. It's 0141 356 1972 or joins at Skype at rangersradio.online. Where you'll be brought in a Caldwell Schoolboy. Fox, maybe Dundee was a classic example of that against 10 men, where the system maybe didn't help us.
I still don't think it's the system, mate. It's the quality of the player on the park and being able to thread through balls.
Oh, we've got a caller coming in. Evening, caller. You've got the show in the background, caller. Somebody's got the show on.
Well, it's not me anyway.
Oh, it might be Bill Ranger. How are we doing, Mr. Global Ambassador?
I am doing well, gentlemen. I'm doing well. I don't see Fox as a fairy. I see him as a star.
I should have said that.
A bright, shining star.
Thank you, Al.
I can't argue with that, especially with his new haircut.
It might be a fading star, but star it is, mate.
You're shining bright. You're shining bright.
You loud, you know.
I'm doing well, guys. Sorry, I hope you can hear me all right. I'm just driving to work. But just one other thing, you mentioned false teeth there. I've got a good story for you one day. But a boy that found a guy who'd hung himself and the wallies had fell out. And you know what he done? He kept the wallies and whittled them away over a week with a wee file to make them fit himself and had them in his head for years. A dead man's wallies.
Is that true, Fox?
No, none to do with me.
I've been listening to you for the past few weeks, and the shows have been brilliant. But there's one thing I think we're missing. I think Steven Gerrard has strategically placed experienced guys throughout our team, and Macaulay now at the centre half to help young people along. We've now got the phenomenal Stephen Davis in the middle of the park, and we've got a legend of English football up front for us now. I think that brings us a bit of calming influence. And it also, I think it's for him to get his message across. When games like this, maybe that we may find slightly difficult, you've got guys there that have done it, seen it, they've been over the line before. So I think that's really, really good signings, the two of them. And I'm looking for Defoe today. Morelos, I think he'll get a couple, and I'm looking for Defoe to get one or two as well, just to ram it into them, like, you know what I mean. We're looking at it as well.
Ox, I think that's a great point that Big Al's made. When you look at McGregor in goals, and then the centre half, the centre midfielder, and then Defoe up front. I think that's a great point. The spine of the team is all experienced.
You can put Arfield in that, and you can put Tavernier in that, but they well, sorry, I missed McGregor, but the four of them are really experienced.
Davis, McCauley, and Defoe have done it. They've done it for years and years.
Aye. And that if you're under fire and you take a wee look to your left, a wee look to your right, and they guys are encouraging you, I think that gets us over the line at the end of the season at 55. I think it's really, really good business. Whatever we're paying for them, I don't care. That's not my concern. What I'd like to see the players playing more often than not. There's so much conjecture about whether they'll play, whether they'll not play. I think you play the guys. You just play them.
17 cup finals, Big Al. 17 cup finals.
Oh, look, every game's a cup final for us because that's how important our team we are. We're world class, like, you know what I mean. I met a guy actually the other week there, and I hadn't seen him for a while, and the first thing he said is, when he was walking down the street, he just shouted out, Stevie G, you know what I mean? So, I'm really happy. I'm happy with these signings. The wee Jordan Jones boy, what will be with that guy. If he scores a day and buries us, I'll not be happy, but I'm maybe on the same mindset as my wee pal, the Rudy Bear. I'm not that taken with them, but I'll leave that judgment up to people that know better than me, Mr. Mark Allen and Mr. Stevie G, like, you know.
Are you happy with the team? Are you happy with the whole team tonight, Al?
I just heard it there. Well, look, I think that looks probably our strongest team. I think you've got to play your new players as well. You've got to put the guys in. You can't have the types of boys sitting on the bench, man. We don't Defoe score us goals. He'll score goals. There's no problem with that. He will score goals, man. And Stephen Davis in the middle of the park, he'll nip that ball, but he's maybe not that battler guy that we're looking for. I think what he maybe lacks in that, he makes up so much more in experience and skill. I've seen some of the passes he was making on Sunday against Helsinki. They were devastating, you know what I mean? A couple of
nice movement.
Passes. Nice movement. Look, guys, I'm going to go because I need to go into work here.
But, your shift, big man, and don't be a stranger.
I will do. No, I'll keep. I'm being so busy, guys, so busy. But I've been listening to his driving home. It's been great driving home. The journey's been happy journey home. So you take care of yourself, gentlemen. And
cheers, mate. Always a pleasure, big man.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Keep it going for the Rangers.
Cheers, mate. There we go. Bridges' slogan. Keep it going. You got that tattoo finished yet, Bridge?
That's what we all need to do. Every single one of us, all the Rangers fans all over the world, keep it going for the Rangers. That's what we need.
When you see Big Al's right, all of a sudden we'll get internationalists right up the middle of the park, Fox. It's just came. Well, Bill, you need to go and mute, mate.
Sorry, pal.
Domestic. No, it's not your fault, mate. I just don't want to hear your domestic or the kids.
No, it's these kids in this bloody house, man.
Oh, look, you know what to do. Fox, tie them up and do the games finish.
Walk them out the back garden, that's all day.
Aye. How many wins have you got?
Oh, too many. 3.
3.
Aye, one is up there shouting. He's trying to watch some Peppa Pig thing on YouTube, and it's got too much swearing in it, the Scottish person. And she's shouting, get that! Jesus Christ, man.
Well, 24, the boy, you know, he can watch what he wants, you know.
So what do you think then, guys? A couple of goals tonight, or what?
I hope we get a performance, but I'm in the Bridgeman camp tonight.
I'm in the Bridgeman camp tonight. I'll take 1-0 all day long.
I mean, obviously you're looking for a performance, but it's squeaky bum time for now to the end of the season. 1-0 all days. Bridge will go for 5 tonight. I'll put my hat on it. 3-0. There you go, Bill. How's that grab you?
I'll take 2. I'll take 2-0 tonight. Morelos to score the first goal.
Bridgeman?
What I would love them to, as I said the other night, I'd love them to mollocate them and then give them a really good pumping. But truth of the matter is, my heart and my head are saying, fuck Annie, 1-0 I'll do. Get us 1-0, I'll be happy.
Sell out again, boys. I know I was talking to a boy up the road earlier on the phone. He couldn't get a ticket for loving her money.
No, and that's quite common tonight, mate. When you're going to see it, there's going to be thousands of empty seats, mate. Scottish football, really, there's a lack of common sense, mate. A lack of common sense.
It'll be the same when we play Hibs in a couple of weeks on Friday night. That whole stand behind the goal at Hibs will be empty and all.
Well, they might turn out that night because they might need the points to avoid a relegation battle, you know.
That's another thing I was going to say anyway, boys. What do you make of that Lennon coming onto the board? What's that about?
I don't think he's on the board, mate. He's on a panel that's on the SFA. He's not onto the SFA board, for God's sake. Things are bad enough.
Lennox, how can he make a decision on anything?
How can he represent anyone?
That's a whole show on its own, isn't it?
How can he represent anyone? Nutter.
Jesus Christ, man. What's the company?
He's the man that runs onto the park and does aeroplanes up and down the park and never gets spoken to. Maybe he is the right man to represent people in it. Shocking. Just shocking.
Well, people have just joined this, Bridge. They're anxious for the team. Can you give us the team and the substitutes, Bridgeman?
Well, the substitutes also, right. So we'll get McGregor, Tavernier, Worrell, Macaulay and Halliday, Jack, Davis and Arfield, Kent, Morelos and Defoe. Substitutes, Fotheringham, Lafferty, Flanagan, McCrory, Katic, Candace and Koulibaly.
What are you thinking of the bench, Bill?
It's strong, isn't it? It's strong and it's good now. We've got a strong bench.
I thought Katic done all right when he came on Sunday. Showed glimpses of a good attitude.
Well, what do you think for Katic? Is he keeping him for the future? Or
he's only young, mate. He's really young.
He started off with Katic as if Katic was going to be the number one until basically it was a Hamilton game, wasn't it? Was it Hamilton? And
he got the hook. He got the hook, guy.
25 minutes at Hamilton, and then since then, I didn't think he's played half an hour since the Hamilton game.
He's a young boy learning his way in the game.
Many times has Macaulay and Worrell played together?
3 or 4 actually. 3 or 4.
As many as that?
I think so, yeah. I think so, pal, yeah. They've proved to be quite a good partnership, in my opinion. But Macaulay, I think there was a bit of doubt whether Macaulay would be fit enough as we go forward. I think Goldson's injury has superseded anything. So if Macaulay's anywhere near fit, he's obviously a good man to guide people at the back particularly. But we can't expect him to be a flying machine. He's just not going to be a flying machine, so it's going to have to be steady as you go. And let's see the other boys. He's playing, the boy Katic, I don't know what youth that guys have thought. When I saw him on Sunday, I thought he'd put on a bit of weight. I bulked up. So maybe it's
Christmas dinner.
No, I wasn't meaning it in that way. I meant, physically bulked up. And I wonder if that's had a wee negative effect on his pace. And he's maybe not training properly, if you follow what I mean. In the nicest way, he just might be a wee bit slower, let's put it that way.
Oh, I thought he did great attitude. We've been joined by another caller, Bridge. Evening, caller.
Hi, it's Ronnie Fairbury again, mate.
How we doing, Ronnie? How's things, mate?
No bad, guys. Once again, great banter fees. I'm a wee bit more sober tonight.
Oh, Ronnie, I didn't know you drank till I met you sober.
I'll tell you what it is, I'm sitting watching this Scottish Football Extra. I don't know, obviously you won't have seen it. Kevin Thompson ripping into Sutton.
All right, okay. What did they say, mate?
Obviously, Sutton's banging on about the Old Firm game again with Morelos. Your man's asking Thompson for his views on it. He says, I'm not going to talk about the Rangers players. He says, but I think it's bang out of order that they keep focusing on Morelos. He says, my pal plays for that team. Should have been sent off twice.
I thought you were going to say my pal Ox. That's Ox's pal, isn't it?
Wow.
Kevin Thompson, what a
that was
gentleman.
Thompson talking about Brown, like, you know. Oh, and then he turned round and said, if Celtic win the league this year, something said, like, you know, if Celtic win the league this year, they'll do 10. Wee Thompson but I went, no chance. That was good to watch, you know. But he's sitting there, he's not even looking at him. You know, you can
guys,
see.
On that line, apparently there was a sports sound programs and their podcasts and all that. Somebody was listening to a podcast from whenever it was, maybe last night or night before, and they hadn't mentioned up to that last night. They hadn't mentioned any other free kick or disputed situation other than Morelos' from the Old Firm game. And apparently last night or the night before, whenever it was, they've apparently slipped up, and the host brought in and says, "Well, you know, we're talking about the worst foul in the whole game, Brown, and they cut him off. Apparently they cut him off. I'm not talking about it physically. They actually, the rest of the staff cut him off.
That sounds about right. Right for that
there you
crowd,
go.
you know. So another wee point I was wanting to ask these guys is, what do you think? I don't know how you'd have done it to pay my mortgage off anyway, you know.
Fox has.
But what about this Steve Clark carry on about 35 grand wages? That will pay my whole team. He's only been playing Celtic for 2 years, where their whole first team is getting over 30 grand a week. Yeah, when Rangers get one player on more than that, it's a problem.
You know what it is? You can smell the fear, buddy. You can smell the fear.
You know, but he's 2 years in the job there, and he's never once mentioned any time before he's played Celtic, we're playing against one Celtic player's wages could pay
Ronnie, you're not going to badmouth your future employers, are you?
Who's that?
He'll be at Parkhead next season once we've won 55.
Aye, definitely.
You see what I'm saying, Ronnie?
Aye, I've heard that before. Like, you know, he steps off to the left, like, you know. But no, but it's so obvious and blatant, you know. And
you can smell the fear, Ronnie. Ronnie, you can smell the fear, mate.
And I'm with you, pal. I don't think they should be allowed. They should have been pulled up by the SPFL and the SFA for even coming out with that crap.
Even the journalists that are sitting watching that. Exactly. Why is any of the journalists saying, "Wait a minute, you've never said a word about Celtic"?
No, not even in that vein. Just that you shouldn't be talking about people's wages, even if it's made up, even if it's this, that, or the next thing. They shouldn't be speaking about it on live television.
Yeah, do you know what I'd do? I'd let them talk about us all day long. See if we keep putting the ball in the net and getting the 3 points.
Of course.
Let them talk about us. They can talk about us. They can
say what they want.
Whoa, one at a time.
The only way to shut them up is put the ball in the net, get the 3 points, and that's the only way to shut them all up.
Yeah. Ronnie, what's your views on the team, mate?
I think that's along the lines of what I thought, but I'm a wee bit. It's not so much the team that worries me tonight; it's the pitch. You know, and the same for Saturday's game or Sunday's game rather. But that's these plastic pitches, you know. And with Defoe and Davis, well, not so much Davis. I'm more worried about Defoe. He's never played in a plastic pitch. You know.
He has in America, mate.
He was in the
Canada,
Toronto,
everywhere.
Toronto, wasn't it?
MLS, he was in, mate, and I think it's a split about 60-40 with real grass parts and artificial turf right there.
Aye. I didn't know that, so thanks for letting me know there, mate. But it still worries me, you know, these plastic pitches, because to me it brings us down to their level.
Aye, it's an advantage. I don't know if you heard the interview yesterday. I happened to hear it last night late on. The Scott Arfield and our manager are saying, look, we'll deal with it, we'll play with it, but these pitches shouldn't be in elite football. Yeah, and I agree with him, I've got to be honest with you. Bill, what's your thoughts?
Same as Arfield yesterday. You've just got to go on with it. We've got to play on it. And he said about different players, different studs. Some players wear moulds. And he's right, 100%. You've got to go on with it and whatever studs you wear. But the parts, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. I just don't think it's feasible. Football should be played in grass. And that's 100%. To me, football should be played in grass, and that's it.
Bridgman?
A wee side note, guys.
On you go, Ronnie.
A wee side note. Do you think maybe Baraji? Do you think I love the guy when I've watched him playing? Do you think Gerrard's fell out with him?
Maybe it's you have the carrot and the stick, mate. Maybe he's using a bit of stick to try and get him fit.
Because I was taking for the interview with obviously the paper. He's after match thing on Sunday. That he wasn't too happy with the way he's banging it tough and nobody injured. And then wait a minute, he's up walking. He walked off fine, and then he's not out the night again.
No, but he's just coming back for injury, so maybe it makes sense.
Well, I can see that side of with the plastic pitch and that, and I love the guy as a player when you see him, but to me, he seems a bit powder puff, for one of a better word.
Fantastic crosser of the ball. Comfortable on the ball.
For what I've seen,
but obviously there's meant to be a left back than they two tools. How do you
just a quick one, guys? Where do you think that Matt Polster's going to fit in? Do you think he's going to? Does that cover for right back or what?
Just a punt to see if something works, mate. It's value for cash. You bring him in and see if it improves your team. If you might have picked up a gem. I
read something earlier on that Alan Hutton's out of contract at the end of the season. Would you take him on a fee?
Well, if we're going to take everybody back, Big John Gritton, Tom Forsyth was 70 in the day, so we could pick Josh.
That's true.
I think Polster is the backup for Tav, mate. He does play right back and he can play in midfield.
Talking about backup, we've been joined by Big George. How we doing, Big George?
How you doing, boys?
You happy with the team, mate?
I'm Rocks. I'm excited about the team. It's a hard game tonight. It's good to see Jermaine Defoe and Steve Davis coming into the team. This has got to be a hard game, but I think we've got enough out there to win the game. I think a lot of people are saying it's still a 4-3-3. I think it's still a 4-4-2 now. I think that's the way he's been wanting to set up. He's not had the players to set up Ox. Now he's got the players to do it. I think it's his preferred choice of how we're going to go ahead for the rest of the season. I'm excited about the game. I've been looking forward to this game for a wee while now, especially since Friday got called off Ox, but it's here now, so hopefully we get a win tonight.
Here, George. Here. Bull then, Ronnie. We're setting up with a different formation, maybe. I think it was Fox still thinks it's a 4-3-3. So I think it'll be different, and that means that we've got flexibility to change again, and that means that teams can't just set up against us and know what we're going to do. That's a big thing for me.
I think he's trying to do what Klopp does at Liverpool, with the free front, the free forwards, and they just interchange, and they can go left, right, up through the centre.
Fair enough. Ronnie?
I totally agree, but I'm a great. I like Candace, I must admit, I know he kind of blows hot and cold now and again, but I think you always get a shift to him. So if he's half his game, at least he's giving you 100%.
You can never fault his attitude, mate.
I like him, as a player, and I think he has got more in his box than what he gets credit for. You've seen it in Europe there, like he's doing wee things and wee touches and everything else. But if it's somebody playing for Barcelona, that one he trapped in the bum and then back heeled it, in the halfway line. For your man to run on and score stuff like that is Barcelona stuff. And I don't think he should drop out the team, if you know what I mean. The way he is tonight, for the sake of Defoe. I think I would maybe nurse Kent back.
Right, okay. All right, what's the point of view, Ronnie?
Play Candace rather than drop Candace,
That's a point of view. Talking about guys with great attitudes, we'll be joined by Boswell. Evening, Bos.
You at it.
Right, boys, just quickly, I'm going to drop out. I'm going to go and sort these kids out before the game and that starts, all right? So
cheers, Bill. Thanks for the call, mate. Don't be a stranger.
Will do. Take care, lads, all right?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, pal.
What are you laughing at, boys?
A man with an attitude, yeah, you're absolutely
I said
right.
A good attitude.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm really pleased with the team tonight. I think you know what's nice on here tonight is that we're all talking about players not just walking into this team the way they were before. It's people having to show stuff, show the guts and desire and heart and fight to get into the team. And I like that because we all know where we were before. Players just walking into a team every week. They didn't have to do anything special. And they, on some occasions, could do something really appalling and still walk into that team. And here we find ourselves talking about players that should be in the team but aren't in the team. I think, you know, I heard Rudy say it last night and I said it last week. The gaffer knows much more about football than I'll ever know. And if he thinks that's the team to win this game tonight, that's all right by me.
That's it, mate. We can all be wise after the event, but yeah.
Oh, absolutely. No, I think Stevie G's a world superstar, and the lads he's got round about him know the score, and that's why I never question the gaffer. Absolutely not. He knows his view. If he doesn't succeed up in Scotland, he will never get near the Liverpool job. So this is for him as well.
Well, we'll see, mate. Obviously, if he's successful for us, and
absolutely, yeah.
But
he will be.
The two jobs for him is the Liverpool and the England job.
Yeah, exactly. But he will be. He will be successful of that. There's no doubt. I have no doubt of that. But I think I heard the lads saying that about Gareth McCauley. If Gareth McCauley wasn't fit, he would have played Katic, because I thought Katic played quite well when he was on Sunday.
I agree, boys. I agree. But I think we've got to remember that Katic is 21 and he might
just
be
learning.
I know
Same as
Joe
Worrell, yeah. But Joe Worrell, I think, has been given more responsibility at a bigger club than Katic was.
George, Defoe, he'll be defined with the number of goals he scores. Nothing else for us, eh?
Of course he will, Ox. That's what he's here for. He's here to score goals. He's a natural goal scorer. That's what he'll do. Let's hope he can keep Morelos on his toes as well at the same time as scoring goals. I'm really excited now. By the way, I keep on saying this because I'm not wanting everybody to think we're showing up here. We've got two new signings. We're world beaters. I think it's going to be a really, really hard game. They've got to make it hard for us. Steve Clark's got to have his team set up really well for us. But if we can play the kind of game we are playing, I would like to think that we'll come out on top. And if Morelos can get a goal or Defoe can get a goal, I think that's all the better. And just looking at that as well, I said that last night, looking at the bench, when you think about who's got to go on the bench, after 65, 70 minutes, you've got Candias coming off the bench. You think to yourself, here, I've ran my race, and then Candias is coming off the bench. So I think it's...
Yep, I agree with that, George.
We're just two players coming in, boys. We've strengthened we've strengthened a big bit of the squad. And for us to go 4-4-2, and we could go 4-3-3 within this matter of seconds. Ryan Kent out on the left, and one of the strikers out on the right, and somebody through the middle. So it can interchange so quick. And we've not had that before. We've brought in Kyle Lafferty. It never worked out the way I thought it was going to work out. Now we've got two strikers who's got to score his goals. I'm really excited about tonight. It's going to be a good game.
George, would you agree with this? This is an interview for Stevie Clark. This is an interview for the Celtic job.
Oh, I see that, boys. I see that.
Aye.
I think he's in pole position for that job.
No doubt about it.
Anybody listening who's in the Perth area, can they please get a bottle of Bucky to Little Blue? She's for medicinal purposes only.
Oh, of course, aye.
For medicinal purposes only.
Well, it always was for medicinal, wasn't it?
Aye. So I'm just going through the threes because we've came at that time. But boys, how do you see it going?
I'll just let Bridge. I'll be happy with 1-0. I couldn't care less.
I get that. George?
I'm the same, Ox. I really am. I'll take a win. I haven't been out at the end of the season. I really will, Ox.
Squeaky bum time. Ronnie?
Defoe and 3-1.
There's a man.
Can I just say something, Ox? I'm going 5-0, but 1-0 will do me.
All right, mate. All right. Or anything in between, boys.
Oh, absolutely. I don't really care. 1-0 or 5-0 or 23-0. I don't care.
All right. Can I thank yourself, boys, George, Ronnie, Bull Ranger, and of course Fox and Bridgeman for joining us. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating the Rangers victory. Come on, the Rangers.
Come on, the Rangers.
They are a people.